Prepare for trouble, guys. It is LDL Season 8. We finally made it. We survived most of the winter. And we're here to heat things up with some fucking awesome battles, man. I can't fucking wait to get started. We face Jack. Today's Thursday. We face Jack Saturday, hopefully. So, looking forward to it. I've never actually seen the kid battle, but I know he's good. He's one of the up-and-coming LDO players for sure, so I'm excited to see how it does this season. I'm low-key rooting for him, but we gotta give him an L, just first thing. But right now, what I'm doing, I'm just gonna do this real quick. I really suck at these, but I really just wanted to run through my team really quick, because I'm excited about what I'm gonna use this season. I am going back to Rain. I used Rain back in Season 6, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that was 6. I really didn't do it that well, obviously, because I didn't fucking, win. But I'm hoping to come back, on top, especially compared to last season. We had a few fun matches last season, but it really we just didn't do it, man. We ended up having more losses than wins for the first time in our LDL history. And this is our 7th season, not including the off seasons that I've done so far, so not good. But to just start things off, I fortunately, semi-fortunately, because it's kind of like a double-edged sword, getting a will pick, especially being the last pick, number 12. It's definitely, like I said, a double-edged sword, because it's really nice in the way that you get to lock in synergy. Like, instead of making a pick, like being the 4th one to make a pick, and then waiting all those picks, and then all those come back to you, and hoping that you can get the next mon to kind of sync with the rest of the team. I got the number 12 will pick, and it was really fun to be able to do it like this. So, first things first, I have them set up, and I'm going to show you what I drafted in order here. But first thing, I got the Mega Caesar. Its stats are fucking outrageous, like completely crazy. I got swept by Brennan's Scizor last season, in Season 7. That's not why I picked it, believe me, because I'm salty as fuck about that. But, dude, look at those fucking stats, though. In its Mega form, oof. Just fucking, oof. The HP leaves a little bit to be desired, but you can't really even complain about that. Those fucking defense stats, along with that attack stat, is fucking amazing when paired with Technician. I mean, priority bullet punch, just boosting out of this fucking world, man. God forbid you set a sword stance. And, the worst part about Scizor is at its 4 times fire weakness, so, let's pair it with one of the best range setters, if not the best range setter, not including any Ubermons, in the fucking game. So we're going with Peligod right next to it. Stats, not, fantastic. In rain, you don't want to catch a Scald or a Hydro Pump in the rain from this thing, but one of my favorite things about it is it can pivot. So it can set rain, pivot into, well, in the screen, Mega Scizor. That's going to be really fun to play with this season. So I wanted to base the whole team around these two mons, more or less. So up next we had Jolteon and Florges. Jolteon is one of the best pivot users that's not Tapu Koko, because of its outrageous fucking speed and really fucking applaudable special attack. Defense and HP, they're a little bit laughable. It does actually have a little bit of special defense, but nobody uses Jolteon for its defensive capabilities, to say the least. It's it's really common to see these, to see Jolteon with a choice scarf, just to make sure you fucking outspeed. You could go modest scarf and like just you pivot all fucking day. There's a few other options it has, and Florges is so well known for this right here. HP's okay, defense, nah, but this right here, you slap an assault vest on this thing, dude. Nasty, nasty, nasty. My team really needed a good support mon, and I knew Florges would go, so I didn't want to fight this thing this season, so I went ahead and got it. It has so many support capabilities. Just for example, like a defog. It has HP regain, synthesis, and wish. Hill Bell and aromatherapy. Toxic. This thing actually can get Calm Mind and set up on your fucking face and obliterate a whole team. Like, there's really no end to what Florges can do for a team. Easy switches all day. Wish protecting. Wish passing. You name it, this thing can fucking do it. I'm really surprised to see that. Both of these mons are actually in RU, but it's a little bit different in draft compared to Smogon laddering. But we got some really important shit here with a fast pivot user with Jolteon, being able to take advantage of the rain with a Thunder, and the Florges. Just for overall support, bulk. It just getting these 4 mons first was, I think. I mean, of course, it set the pace for what I got the rest of the team. But I'm super hyped up to use them both. And next round, I went ahead and I got my tier 1. I went with Conkeldurr. This thing has never let me down, and any time that I've used it, that attack stat is out of this fucking world. It has priority, and man, there's not really a whole lot more you can say about Conkeldurr. Nobody wants to inflict status on it because of guts. So that's another really cool thing about it. So you can be sneaky with an Iron Fist occasionally, or inflict your own status element and fucking obliterate with guts. So I really wanted Conkeldurr because between its weaknesses being Psychic and Fairy, both are easy switch-ins to the Mega Scizor, which can just eat that shit up. And we also got the Donphan. Donphan is going to play a huge role in this team, not only for the ground stab, for the easy earthquakes. I also chose him as a Z captain because of his fucking awesome move pool. But he's a rapid spinner, he's a stealth rock setter, he can, well, I don't think he can set up too much. And its entry in Smogon really fucking cracks me up because it's called Don't Fucking Bother. Donphan is worthless. It just, it's a funny little read. I don't personally think that applies to Draft League at all, because Donphan really isn't something that anyone looks forward to seeing. Now, I am setting my own rain, which is going to double its weakness to water, but we're going to be able to work around that pretty easily. We're going to be able to see any kind of water move coming, and be able to switch into Ludicolo, for example, which can just eat up water for days. Starting to develop a little bit of a weakness to flying on the team with my fighting and grass user, but you know, that's definitely fucking manageable and really easy to see coming. Florges, a Swift Swim user, which is fucking cool as shit. He's a Z captain of mine, which slapping a Z Hydro Pump on this thing would be gnarly in the rain. Super bulky. It has some stall options with Leech Seed and Protect. It's not necessarily a hard hitter, But you know, nobody really wants to see it. It's kind of hard to prep for. It does have a weakness to flying, like I mentioned, and poison, but both of which easy Caesar switch-ins. It's fucking awesome. Man, Stab Giga Drain, super fucking cool. Access to Ice Beam, really gonna be handy for any kind of flying switch-ins. And what I drafted along with it isn't a Tornadus Incarnate, but it's what we have. It's what we're going to be doing with the rest of the season. I actually drafted Ditto because I was at work and in a hurry during the draft, and Ditto was something I wanted, so I just went ahead and got it. But I've already made this the trade. I don't get to use it until week 2, but that's okay. I don't really need it against my week 1 opponent. But Tornadus pairs so well with a rain team, because not only can Hurricane hit with that base 125 stab Hurricane, fucking awesome. It gets Defiant if I ever want to run some kind of physical set, but its Prankster ability is going to be really fucking fun to tinker with. I don't want to spoil any kind of shit I'm going to try to pull with this thing, but it does get access to knockoff, superpower, U-turn for good pivoting. Kind of fast pivoting too, because it's base 111. But it can do a lot. It's a defog user. Tailwind, it actually carries, it can carry Heat Wave. There's a lot that this motherfucker can do. I'm super excited to use it. And next up, we went along with the rain theme and went for another Swift Swim user, as well as a Sniper user. Damn, not so much. Kingdra. Kingdra is so fucking bulky. It doesn't look that great, you know, just glancing at it. But once you start to look at its typing, its resists are awesome. I mean, it resists a lot of what's really, really common. There's not really a whole lot you can say about it. It serves a pretty singular role, because it's not going to stall too much. It's mostly there to take advantage of the Swift Swim, or to set up on your face. One way or the other, it's not too fun to face. And along with it, we got the Beartic, another Swift Swim user, if you're kind of catching that theme here. Its attack stat is out of this fucking world. It's awesome. Speed not too great, but it can be easily fixed with the Swift Swim. Defensively, it's okay. Ice is a piss poor typing, but this does give my team, as well as the Kingdra giving me that Dragon Stab, Beartic does give me a super important Ice stab for the team. It has super hard hitting moves with Ice Super Crash, priority with Aqua Jet, can set up a Sword Stance. Man, I do have it as a Z Captain, which I'm fucking stoked about. And that's really all there is to say about it. Its move pool is really fucking excellent. So I'm going to be able to use some really hard hitting moves, and I'm pretty stoked to use it. Last up we have Meowstic. This is my tier 5 Mon. It's the last one I got. I didn't have a Stab Psychic. I didn't have I mean, I had a support role, and Meowstic plays a really weird kind of support. It can set screens with priority, which is really fucking cool. It can also inflict a few status elements. Its special attack isn't great, so any kind of psychic stab I'm wanting to do is, you know, it's not going to be significant, but it is an option. But that's just a quick roundup. Let me see. Let me make sure I have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What else am I missing? Let's pull up the doc. What else did I not have on here? Okay, yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, sorry about that. I fucking miscounted. But yeah, super stoked for the season. Oh man, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be I feel it's gonna be a little bit better for me. Rain is really fucking good. I used sand last season. Didn't do too hot. I did have the number 2 kill leader, but when the rest of my mons aren't getting enough kills, that really doesn't matter in the long run. I still haven't completely made up my mind on if I'm gonna focus on doing post comms this season or just continue with the live commentary. I might do both. Who fucking knows? Actually, I might do like periodic post commentary, just to kind of recap parts of the season. I really haven't made up my mind. I will see Saturday whenever it's time for the battle. But thank you guys for checking out my very, very quick draft recap. It's going to be a really wet season for all of my opponents, so I hope they come ready. Thank you guys for watching. I have a lot of good battles coming. The season's going to be a little bit shorter than last season, so hopefully I won't be as mentally exhausted by the end of it, and hopefully we'll make fucking playoffs. But thank you again. I'll see you guys around.